Was last night the beginning of the crypto.com era, or is that starting?
Yeah, I think that.
Like, I know they're changing signage and
they're working on signage and all that.
You know, I'll tell you what, the Lakers are absolutely.
Well, the fans are just freaking out.
Dude, the Lakers are top notch at branding things and having ceremonies. They are great. The Yankees know how to do that too. They know how to brand and have ceremonies, and they know how to point out like, all the banners that we've got, and we're having ceremonies. But they're closing out the name of an arena. They're not closing the arena. The arena is still there.
It's not
still
going
the same
anywhere.
Spot. Like all these people who have spent the last 22 years going to Staples, and if they have the same season tickets, you're going to be sitting in the same seat in crypto.com.
You're going to park in the same spot. You're going to take the train and get off at the same spot.
You're taking the same route, which is whatever Waze tells you, because it's insane to get downtown.
Yeah, exactly.
But, you know,
but it's like Olympic to Figueroa. Like, that doesn't change.
I don't grasp it. It's like this, the arena's not shutting down. They're not closing the doors. No. They're not moving physically. They're just changing the name of the arena, and they're adding more. I guess, excitement to the new name, while also saying farewell to what? To the naming right? Like I've never seen anything like it.
Like the Lakers posted a 2-minute like tear jerk video the other day.
And I'm telling everyone nationally here that we here in Los Angeles, or at least the three of us here, are mystified how the rest of so many of these fans are like nostalgic and like they're looking back at the last 22 years of Staples and all the great times that they had at Staples, and it's like, hey, it's just removing the logo that Damian Lillard's going to make a three from when he's a visiting player. You know what I mean? Like, it's still the home of the Lakers and the home of the Clippers for the moment. It's still the same building. It's still the same parking garage. It's still the same street. It's still the same roof. It's still the same everything.
All the statues, they're still outside. Magic.
It's
not like it's an
name.
old building either. Like,
it's not.
They brought out all the trophies and Robert Ory and
a couple of coaches they fired. And Gary Payton.
It's still the same spot where Kobe and Shaq and Phil had their great moments, and Derek Fisher and Robert Ory had his shot. Yeah, it's the same spot. They're changing the name. It's like not even something that is going to affect the fan, other than the fact that what will it save you money because crypto's putting more money in the Bus family pocket? I don't get it. Yeah, it's mystifying to me.
I feel like we'll still all call it Staples. Like, it's going to take a long time before we stop thinking that Staples
You're going
Center.
to the Crypt tonight? You're going to Crypto or whatever?
You're going down to the Crypto.
Going to Staples. It'll
Staples?
be, oh, yeah, I remember it used to be called Staples. Remember the time when we went to Staples in the same building that we're going to tonight? It's like, what is it?
I think it's really, we talked about this on the Rich Eisen Show basketball podcast, episode 3 up on YouTube right now. Celtics fan, me, Adams, Bulls fan, TJ, Sixers fan, our original arenas actually no longer exist. Boston Garden got torn down. Chicago Stadium got torn down.
Yeah.
The Spectrum got torn down. Like,
I think the Spectrum's still up.
Is it? But they actually moved to a different arena. They don't play basketball there anymore. So it was like, for us as fans, we actually have that experience of like, this building is now gone. Staples Center, now the crypto arena, still there.
You know what?
Still at LA Live.
You know, maybe it's like Kaiser Soze. It's like the greatest trick that's ever been played.
It's crazy, man.
Right?
The Kobayashi
coffee
mug.
Right. And it's like Staples is Kaiser Soze with the limp, and then crypto is like him just striding right into the car. Spoiler alert. and honestly, like, maybe what they should do, should they just have some sort of CGI? It's Los Angeles, it's Hollywood. A CGI of imploding the sign to make everyone sort of feel like, because I totally understand the feeling of nostalgia of somebody when they watch the Kingdome get exploded. I mean, oh, that's the building where I did all of that stuff. Or they watch the old RCA Dome, oh, that's the building where all this took place. It's just like, oh yeah, I remember the naming rights back in the day, right?
one of the most.
They're like lamenting a naming rights change
they
in
tore
this
down
town.
Yankee Stadium. Like that's an actual
Yes,
thing
like I
that
remember
happened.
that. Like when I went to the new Yankee Stadium years ago, and I looked across the street to the parking lot. That's where I went as a kid.
That's where it happened.
Right. That's where Gehrig and Ruth played in those fields that they have now actual kids play on right now, because they turn them into ball fields. And like that's the stuff. Not like, oh yeah, oh gosh, man, they changed the naming rights.
The name is different. Oh,
I don't get it. But
is it because we're not Lakers fans? I guess, right?
No.
Well, I'm a Kings fan, and it's all the same as far as hockey. I
Well,
remember,
two cups there.
I remember leaving the Forum.
But it's
to go
what do you mean
Staples.
2 cups there? It's the same building.
Exactly.
I know it's not going
It's
anywhere. The
weird.
ice is still there. Same ice.
Yeah, it's weird.
If you want to lament anything, look at the team's record since they announced the name change.
Is it bad?
That's what you should be lamenting.
Oh, I gotta look that up now.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.